I may be wrong.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times TV's toughest judge might have gotten it wrong. But don't tell her we said so.
What she said was outrageous. It's going to cost her.
Number 10. Unearned Refund. Plaintiff Carlos Campos must have wanted to get on TV.
Mr. Campos, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
Where?
San Antonio, Texas. Hope you don't use that against me.
No, I'm going to hold your lawsuit against you because it's stupid.
Though he's a lawyer, the judge doesn't think he has much respect for the court system if he believes a $5,000 lawsuit over a haircut is warranted. Even Shinelan admits she's only taking this one seriously for TV. And it's entertaining enough that we're grateful she did.
Campos, it's not an audition, sir.
I'm not auditioning, I'm just responding to what you say.
I don't think you're cute.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Where we think she messed up was granting this guy his $10 refund. It's definitely a funny decision to award him a mere $10 against a $5,000 suit, but seeing him walk away with anything at all seems wrong.
That's why I have the job and you get $10, and that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
You don't want to hear the facts?
We're done.
Number 9. Stolen money dispute. When the plaintiff's savings account was closed out and the money disappeared, the only person who could have closed it was her mother.
Your Honor, I don't remember closing the account, but if I did it because she requested me to.
This is either you don't remember, that's not what you said in your answer, that you don't remember.
Conveniently, her mother can't remember and blames the bank. Usually, Judge Judy is not a fan of the "I can't remember" defense, so it's weird she didn't press the mom for some more concrete answers. Plus, the defendant doesn't seem at all fazed by her daughter having lost her hard-earned money.
I would love to be able to help you, but I don't have enough evidence to suggest that your mother closed this account and the...
Those are already two things working against her. Unfortunately, Judge Judy points to one thing that is working for her: the law. Although circumstantial evidence may point to the defendant's guilty verdict, the judge sticks to her guns about there being no concrete proof.
But I'm telling you that based upon what you showed me, there is insufficient proof for me to find that your mother took the money out of the bank. Okay, we're done. Thank you.
Number 8. Legally right, morally wrong. Two sisters end up before the judge to settle a dispute over unpaid dental work. At first glance, the defendant, Carissa Koltoff, seems to have taken her sister Corey for a ride.
We're a man, and we had an altercation, and she punched me in the jaw, and now we're even because she wanted to do this for me.
However, it turns out some of the defendant's dental work was needed because the sisters got into a physical fight that resulted in Corey dislodging Carissa's jaw. Judge Judy doesn't want to hear the specifics of the drama, but the real story makes Corey look lower than low.
It was actually while I was in the hospital.
Okay, and so your complaint was that the man who was the father of that baby and your sister had a relationship.
Not only did she have an affair with the father of Carissa's children, but the physical altercation also took place while Carissa was still in the hospital after giving birth. The judge awards the plaintiff, though she does acknowledge she's morally in the wrong.
She acknowledges you're legally right. What she's suggesting is that you're morally wrong. I don't get to judge that here. I would say she's probably right in that regard.
Number 7. Nightmare roommates. Plaintiff Paige Morgan sues her former friend and coworker Natasha McClendon over damage to her apartment.
And I told her that I would pay half of that, but she told me that because it's a bundle deal, I still have to pay half of the
So that was what the fight was about?
That's what started it, yes.
Okay, and then it escalated.
McClendon was living in a hotel at the time and was down on her luck. However, it seems that the plaintiff and her boyfriend became abusive, destroying her bedroom door and pouring cereal on her bed.
All of my clothes had been spread out all over the floor. There were no towels in my stuff.
Just a second. Your clothes were spread out and...
All over the floor, and there was cereal, wet cereal, dumped all over my clothes.
Even the judge believes the defendant was mostly the victim here. She still ruled against her for the portion of the rent she didn't pay, despite the plaintiff's boyfriends also staying with them and not paying anything. It's one of those times when many viewers felt the judge was wrong to award anything against the defendant.
I didn't take pictures because I honestly thought that after I left, I didn't have to deal with it anymore. I just wanted to be done.
Fine. Judging for the plaintiff, the amount of $325. We're finished. Thank you.
Number 6. Disability benefits. Judge Judy never fails to bang the drum about Social Security benefits. She seems to consider anyone without a visible disability a leech on society.
Why'd you get a disability?
It was something that my mom kind of started.
But you're not disabled, you work, you make music, you...
Right.
However, in this case, she eviscerates the plaintiff who is suing for misplaced Social Security checks. We understand perhaps needing to know a bit about the plaintiff's Social Security, but Judge Judy really scrutinizes this man's whole medical history in front of so many watching eyes.
And you had this extra money from Social Security, this extra $850 a month that you've been collecting since you're 6. Would you still collect it? You guess so.
It's also possible that a physical disability is not the only reason he's receiving government aid. Either way, it's none of our business. Social Security benefits are owed, and his case deserves the same consideration as any where potential theft has been committed.
Is because people who can work and do work because they've been collecting Social Security disability for 15 years still think it's okay. Well, they send it to me and I take it. So your case is dismissed. I'm done.
Number 5. Where did she get 2 TVs? Formerly unhoused plaintiff Stella Williams moved in with her niece, then later sued her over some misplaced belongings after she left the apartment they once shared.
Well, when did you start this monthly payment schedule?
2017.
Where were the TVs, Miss Williams? You were homeless.
The TVs were at her house.
Judge Judy can't seem to get past the fact that the plaintiff had 2 TVs, despite not having a place to stay. It's a complete misunderstanding, or perhaps a lack of empathy, about what being unhoused is actually like.
So I'm asking you where the TVs were. You were homeless, so you didn't have TVs. You weren't carrying around 2 TVs with you.
We're not saying the plaintiff deserved to win the case by any means, but there was perhaps just a bit too much judgment coming from Shineland.
Just a second. I would like to see that text from her daughter, where her daughter says you can come and get your TV. Show me.
I don't have the text on here. I don't.
Bye.
Number 4, the dress. Judge Judy never misses a chance to dress down the younger generation.
Who is this person?
This is my sister.
Is she a witness to these proceedings? Did she know she was coming to court today?
She knows.
Where's the rest of her outfit?
This case finds her grilling a witness about the length of her dress. Given the outfits some show up to court wearing, the witness here is actually one of the more respectably dressed participants.
You don't have a pair of long pants?
I do, but I assume this is appropriate since it's sold in stores.
Sold in, like, business apparel stores?
Yes, business apparel.
Different kind of business, I guess.
At least her dress is somewhat professional looking. Her brother, the actual litigant, looked like he's dressed to hang out at the mall. It's fun to see the judge roast people, but only when they deserve it. This just felt over the top and unwarranted, not to mention misogynistic.
May of 2010?
Yep, around my birthday. So.
Yep is not an answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes is an answer. Yep goes with that outfit.
Number 3, Endangered Children. Some cases are just too exploitative to air. This is one of them. Judge Judy is forced to question 2 girls about a 45-year-old man who allowed them to drink liquor.
And he said, take a sip to me and Desiree, and so I asked him if it was alcohol. He didn't tell me, and so I just took a sip.
And what about Desiree?
She did the same thing.
This is clearly a situation that could have gone south very quickly. The guy is lucky enough not to be in court, but the way the defendant, a family friend, answers the judge's very fair questions about how she let 2 underage girls hang around a man they didn't know is enough to make us squirm.
Did the police come when you were in the truck?
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky. You understand how lucky you were that the police came when they were in that truck?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Watching these girls answer questions in such a public forum is deeply uncomfortable for all involved, especially the girls themselves.
You understand where it's going? You understand where it's going?
Yes.
Did anything else happen that night that you haven't told me?
Number 2, Avoidable Dog Attack. The defendant in this case offers tax preparation services from his home. Plaintiff Blanche Dawson showed up at his house for this purpose, but couldn't get a hold of him by phone. The door was open, so she let herself in.
That would have been a problem for you if you run a business.
Yes.
That would have been a problem for you if your phone wasn't on, and if that's the only number they have for you. Yes. So you went in and you tried, and you went in and the dog bit you. You opened.
Unfortunately, this resulted in the defendant's 2 dogs attacking her. Because they were doing business, Judge Judy ruled against him. Apparently, because he was conducting business from his home, he had no right to expect the woman not to walk in uninvited.
You're entitled to go to someone's house to pick up your taxes and not be attacked by his dog.
Even when the woman's report of her wounds doesn't square with her medical records, the judge still awards her. Dawson's attack is of course horrible, but the case doesn't seem as cut and dry as Shinelan makes it out to be.
And I'm not minimizing I'm not minimizing the fact that. Okay, fine. May I see it, please?
May I add something?
Just a second. No.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Talking over the defendant. Plaintiff Elena Menz sues her former employer, alleging she was fired because she wouldn't have a relationship with him. The judge keeps talking over the defendant when he tries to defend himself. She even dismisses his countersuit for defamation before hearing all the facts.
Now I'm moving forward, Mr. Ben-Israel.
It wasn't, according to the state of Minnesota.
I don't care whether
I told
it's
her
according
that she knew
to the Gospel of St. Paul. It doesn't matter.
It isn't until she allows him a moment to say she pulled those pictures off of his social media, and not from her conveniently erased text messages, that Judge Judy even entertains his countersuit.
So she went to my page, took the pictures off, and then sent it to herself as if I'm sending her messages.
You mean setting up this case? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you did.
If she had just kept talking over him, she would have let the dismissal stand. Instead, she reversed her decision. Considering how egregious the plaintiff's conduct was, it would have been a hugely unfair ruling.
What you did is going to cost her $1,036.
Thank you.
You don't have to pay her anything. What she said was outrageous. It's going to cost her her money.
Have you ever disagreed with the judge? Tell us about it in the comments.
You know why you don't do that? First of all, because you're a very nice lady and you have a very nice shape. You're not Twiggy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.